What is a variable? A variable is a container that holds our data in memory. Levels, damage, even health bars are just some examples of data contained inside a variable. The way to write a variable, we must declare the type of data we want our variable to hold. We give our variable a name and the data we want it to contain. The semicolon at the end, that's the terminator. It tells the compiler we have finished writing code on this line. Integer types are whole numbers, like 1, 2, 3, etc. They have no decimal point. So let's create a coin variable and output that to the console. We'll put int as the type. We'll give it a name, coins. For the data, we'll give it 100 coins. Now let's print that to the console and see. So we put cout, left shift operator, and we'll give this a title. We'll say coins, leave a little space, and we'll add another left shift operator. And this time we add our coins variable. And as you can see in the console, 100 coins. Floats are decimal numbers, so they can be a number that's between numbers like 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3. They can also be whole numbers just like integers. So let's create a health variable. We'll start with the type called float, give it a name of health, and for the value, we'll give it 100. But we want this to be a decimal place number, not a whole number. So we have to put 0.0 and we have to add the character F on the end, F for float. We can also shorten this down to just .f for a shorthand. Now let's print this to the console. We put cout, left shift operator. For the title, we'll put health. Give a little space, another left shift operator, and add our variable health. And let's run that. And as you can see, health is 100. Doubles are pretty much the same as a float, but they can store a much larger number in memory, a much more precise number. Well, let's create a seconds variable. We start with the type called double. We give this the name of seconds. 60 seconds. But we want to make this number much more precise. So we give it a decimal point. We can be much more precise with a much larger number. Doubles do not require the F character at the end. Bools can only be true or false. They can be 1 or 0. 1 meaning true and 0 meaning false. Let's create an item, mark it as a quest item so it can't be sold to any shop or merchant. We'll start with the type bool. We'll give this the name of is quest item. The bool's default value is false, but we don't want that. We want to set it to true so it can't be sold. So we set it to true. Now let's write that to the console. Cout, left shift operator. We'll put can be sold, space, left shift operator, and we'll put our is quest item variable. Let's run that. As you can see, it comes back as 1 meaning true. Char types can only hold one character. So basically we can store the characters like A, B, or C, etc. inside of a char. Let's create a key that can be used to open the inventory. Start with type char. We'll call this key. We must put the character inside of single quotes. And we'll put I for inventory. Let's write this to the console. Cout, left shift operator, and we'll put And we'll write open inventory with left shift operator and put our key. And there it says open inventory with I. But what if we want to add words or sentences? That's where strings are used. Strings are a collection of chars. A group of chars together make words and sentences. Let's create a title for our player's awesome new sword. I'm using the std namespace, so I've got access to the string type. So we start with the type called string. We'll call this title, and for the value, in double quotation marks, fawn as the name. Let's also give this an engraving. So on the next line, we'll create another string called engraved. And in here, in double quotation marks, we'll put strikes from the shadows. Now let's write that to the console. Cout, left shift operator, title, left shift operator, and we'll pass it our title name, left shift operator, and we'll do an end line here so that our text will appear on the next line. Cout, left shift operator, call this engraved with space, left shift operator, passing out engraved variable. And let's run that. Title is fawn, engraved with strikes from the shadows. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.